What if I told you that the next Asian superpower isn't China, Japan, or South Korea, but the Philippines? For years, the world saw the Philippines as a developing nation struggling with corruption, poverty, and political instability. But beneath the surface, something extraordinary has been happening. Quietly, steadily, and almost unnoticed, the Philippines is transforming itself into one of Asia's most powerful and strategic nations. And while the world looks elsewhere, this island country is building the foundations of influence that could reshape the entire region. The story begins with geography. The Philippines sits right in the center of Southeast Asia, surrounded by some of the world's most important trade routes. 1/3 of global trade passes through the South China Sea, and the Philippines is right next to it. Whoever controls these waters holds massive influence over shipping, energy, and global security. This makes the Philippines not just another island nation, but a gateway between the Pacific and the rest of Asia. It's a position that has drawn the attention of superpowers for centuries, from Spain and the United States in the past to China and Japan today. But unlike before, this time the Philippines holds the advantage. Modern nations are realizing that geography is power, and the Philippines has it. But location is only part of the story. The real engine behind this rise is its people. The Philippines has one of the youngest and most dynamic populations in Asia, with a median age of just 25. That means millions of energetic, ambitious, and educated citizens entering the workforce every year. They are fluent in English, tech-savvy, and globally connected. This combination is fueling a new kind of economy, one that's digital, service-based, and ready for the global stage. In fact, the Philippines has already become the call center capital of the world, surpassing India in business process outsourcing. Global companies from the U.S., Europe, and Asia rely on Filipino professionals to handle customer service, design, programming, and even medical research. But what started as outsourcing is now evolving into innovation. Filipino entrepreneurs are building startups in fintech, e-commerce, and artificial intelligence. Tech hubs are growing in cities like Manila, Cebu, and Davao, attracting investors who see the Philippines as Southeast Asia's next big tech destination. With improved internet infrastructure, digital banking, and a population addicted to social media, the Philippines is becoming a digital superpower in its own right. Economically, the growth is staggering. Over the past decade, the Philippine economy has been one of the fastest growing in Asia, often achieving growth rates above 6%. This growth is fueled by strong domestic consumption, rising remittances from over 10 million overseas Filipino workers, and increasing foreign investment. The middle class is expanding, cities are modernizing, and skyscrapers are reshaping skylines once filled with small houses. The government's Build, Build, Build program has pumped billions into new highways, bridges, airports, and ports, connecting the islands and preparing the country for even greater economic expansion. But it's not just about construction, it's about connection. Better infrastructure means better trade, faster logistics, and stronger links to global markets. Add to that the billions of dollars sent home each year by overseas Filipinos working as nurses, engineers, and seafarers abroad, and you have one of the most resilient economies in the region. These remittances not only support families but strengthen local businesses and fuel investment in education, housing, and entrepreneurship. The Philippines' true wealth, however, might lie beneath its soil and seas. The country is rich in natural resources, gold, nickel, copper, and rare earth elements essential for modern technology. As the world shifts toward electric vehicles, renewable energy, and advanced manufacturing, these minerals are becoming the new oil of the 21st century. The Philippines holds some of the world's largest reserves, giving it leverage in global supply chains. Add vast fisheries, fertile land, and huge potential for solar and wind power, and the Philippines could become a major source of sustainable energy in the future. Even its location gives it control over important shipping lanes that move oil, gas, and goods between east and west. All of this adds up to enormous strategic power, and the world has taken notice. The United States, Japan, and Australia are deepening their alliances with the Philippines, not just to counter China's expansion in the South China Sea, but because they recognize the Philippines as a rising power in its own right. The country's enhanced defense cooperation agreement with the U.S. allows American troops access to key military bases, while Japan is providing defense equipment and technology. Australia and South Korea are training with Filipino forces, building regional cooperation. For decades, the Philippines was seen as dependent on foreign help, but today it's turning those partnerships into strategic tools for its own benefit. The modernization of its armed forces is one of the most impressive transformations happening in Asia. The Philippine Air Force has acquired new fighter jets and helicopters. The Navy is expanding with new warships, submarines, and coastal defense systems. The Army is improving its communication and missile capabilities. This modernization means the Philippines can now defend its territories, protect its resources, and project power in ways it never could before. In the South China Sea, Filipino fishermen, soldiers, and coast guards are standing firm against Chinese aggression, refusing to be pushed out of their own waters. The 2016 International Court ruling in favor of the Philippines proved that international law is on its side, and now the country is using both diplomacy and strength to assert its sovereignty. This confidence is new and powerful. But beyond hard power, the Philippines also wield something just as important: soft power. Around the world, Filipinos are known for their warmth, talent, and culture. From music to sports to film, Filipino influence is spreading globally. Singers from the Philippines dominate international competitions. Filipino nurses, teachers, and professionals are respected everywhere. In entertainment, Hollywood, K-pop, and global fashion, Filipino talent keeps shining through. Beauty queens from the Philippines are admired worldwide. Athletes like Manny Pacquiao brought pride to the nation, and social media creators from the islands are gaining millions of followers. Soft power builds global respect, and the Philippines has an abundance of it. It's not just admired, it's loved. This emotional connection builds bridges no army can create. And behind all of this is something even more powerful: resilience. The Philippines has faced colonization, dictatorship, typhoons, earthquakes, and economic struggles, yet it always rises again. Filipinos rebuild, recover, and keep smiling. That resilience is now becoming the foundation of its power. When a nation has faced everything and still stands proud, it becomes unstoppable. The rest of the world is finally beginning to understand that. And as the global balance of power shifts, timing is everything. The United States is looking for trusted allies in Asia. Japan is expanding its influence. The world is moving production away from China. Technology is changing how economies work. And right in the middle of all this transformation stands the Philippines, young, strategic, resource-rich, and ready. The combination of geography, demography, and determination puts the Philippines in a position very few countries have. The country doesn't have to shout to be powerful. It's proving its strength through quiet progress. Every new bridge built, every startup launched, every soldier trained, and every Filipino succeeding abroad adds to the silent momentum pushing the nation forward. It's happening slowly, but make no mistake, it's happening. While others chase headlines, the Philippines is building the future. Even global analysts are beginning to take notice, predicting that by 2050, the Philippines could be among the world's top 20 economies. And the ingredients are all there: a growing population, a booming service sector, innovation, natural wealth, and international support. What was once a developing country is becoming a regional powerhouse. The Philippines is not only defending its waters, it's defending its future. It's not only exporting labor, it's exporting excellence. It's not only surviving, it's leading. Slowly but surely, the world is seeing the rise of a new kind of power, not one built on aggression or domination, but on people, purpose, and progress. The Philippines is showing that a nation doesn't need to shout to be strong. It just needs to rise quietly, with determination and pride, and that is exactly what's happening right now. The Philippines is no longer waiting for recognition. It's earning it. The world may not have realized it yet, but history will. The future of Asia will not only be written in Beijing, Tokyo, or Seoul, it will also be written in Manila. Because the Philippines is not just part of Asia's story anymore. It's becoming one of its main characters. So when people ask who the next Asian superpower might be, don't just look to the giants everyone already knows. Look to the islands that have fought, struggled, and endured, and are now quietly building a legacy of their own. That's the story of the Philippines, a nation that was once overlooked but is now rising with unstoppable strength. And the most powerful part? This rise is only beginning. If you believe the Philippines has what it takes to become Asia's next superpower, hit like, share this video, and subscribe for more documentaries that reveal the hidden stories shaping our world. Because the rise of the Philippines is not just a dream, it's happening right now, and soon the world will see it.